Our next session is titled Challenges of Growth and Innovation in Metal Can Industry. I would now request our session chairperson, Mr. P.A. Pai, Director Recon Group, to please come up on stage. A graduate in engineering from Karnataka Regional Engineering College, Mr. Pai is a well-known personality in the metal can industry. He is the promoter director of Recon Group of companies comprising Recon Machine Tools, Recon Dies and Tools, and PacMac Engineers.
Now I welcome Mr. Atit Bhatia, HTW Rexam.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you first to Tin Promotion Council for giving me this opportunity to come and talk to this lovely audience right in front of me. I have named my topic Seeing the World with Innovations. I have tried not to make this a very standard presentation in terms of what are the innovations there when it comes to metal packaging. I'm giving you a much more broader outlook, as well as I will be covering 2 or 3 case studies. Just before I proceed, let's see someone out of the metal packaging world. What does he say about innovation? Today, innovation is about much more than just new products. It is about reinventing business processes and building entirely new markets that meet untapped customer needs. Most important, as the internet and globalization widen the pool of new ideas, it's about selecting and executing the right ideas and bringing them to the market in record time. So said by CEO of IBM. So first, really quickly, I will run through a commercial on my company. Then we will talk on why should one innovate, what are the factors to consider, some case studies. We will in particular in detail talk about the 2-piece beverage can, steel cans, which we introduced in India, the case study, how did we come up with it, what were the challenges and what did we do to overcome them. And in the end, we will all join, I will ask all you guys to join me in the innovations groove. Rexam HTW is a joint venture with Rexam Plc and Hindustan Tin Works Limited. The company is set up to manufacture beverage cans in India. Rexam is the second largest consumer packaging company of the world. It has an ongoing sales of about $7.3 billion US, about 110 plants in more than 20 countries. It employs about 22,000 people. Rexam is in several areas, but 80% of their turnover comes from beverage cans. These are the Rexam plants. Globally, they make up more than 50 billion cans every year. Our company, Rexam HTW, was the first 2-piece beverage can plant in the country. When we set it up, the technology was non-existent. It was the first foreign collaboration in the metal packaging segment. Our plant is located in the outskirts of Mumbai. Speed of the line is 1,000 cans per minute. We have a capacity of about 400 million units. We make 2 can sizes, which is 330 and 500 ml can. We can do both 202 and 206 dia cans over here. HTW is a leading 3-piece can and end maker. We completed 50 years in December 2008. We make world-class cans for food, beverage and non-food products. HTW plant is located in Haryana. It is a Delhi-based company. 3-piece cans, capacity 300 million units and about 500 employees. The stock is traded on Bombay Stock Exchange, 7,000 shareholders. We also export our products to about 21 countries. There's some of the products. I'll give you a quick snapshot. That's the glimpse of the plant. Why innovate? To meet an unmet need, some people innovate for brand differentiation. You innovate for convenience. You innovate to capture untapped markets. Some people innovate for survival. Some people want to innovate for the environment. And most importantly, some people innovate to make money. Factors to consider: consumer convenience. Brand positioning is very important. Culture and timing of an innovation plays a key role. I will cover one story, one case study later when it talks about how culture has impacted the choice of the market or the size. Value addition in terms of innovation is very important. Supply chain and handling is extremely important. Once you innovate a product, you really need to think of that how the entire supply chain, let's say from your manufacturing process going on the filling line, how your cans would be handled on the filling line. So we think of empty can handling as well as filled can handling. It is extremely important how it will also go on the retail shelves. And again, The environmental impact, we always talk about green cans. Environmental impact is extremely important to consider. One more thing which we really need to consider is again the cost of innovations, which is very important. The one more factor is that the innovation needs to be sustainable. Whatever we innovate should be sustainable in the longer term. I have just taken an extract out of the UN World Commission's Environment and Development report. How do they define sustainability? It means meeting the needs of the present generation without jeopardizing the needs of the future generation. Social, economic and environmental needs are inseparable and interdependent components of human progress. This really needs to be kept in mind while innovating a new product. The innovation should be sustainable in the longer term. Some cool innovations that are there, which you all will agree. The computer. We have the cell phone. We have the internet, we'll say email, and these days Facebook, it's supposed to be very cool. The BlackBerry and Zero, which we gave it to them. If the Zero was not innovated, none of these things would work. Business today is done at the speed of thought. About a decade ago, a book came out which was called Business at the Rate Speed of Thought. And in that book, Bill Gates said, if you can think of it, we can make it. And it has actually happened. Today, if we can think, I mean, doing in a with the globalization today, doing business with emails, Blackberries, have really happened that we are doing business at the rate of speed of thought these days. Then came the most powerful innovation. It is easy to open, it chills and cools faster, delivers the best transport value, it is pilfer-proof, tamper-proof, it preserves an item for 12 to 24 months without changing the chemical properties of the substance contained in it. It has high graphic appeal and high barrier properties. It is informal and trendy. Younger population prefers it. It is the perfect on-the-go pack. It is environment friendly and fully recyclable. What is it? Any guesses? Can I hear something? Correct, it's the tin can. Success stories. Innovation for culture. If you see that tall can, that is a 1 liter Baltica can. That is a single serve 1 liter beer can for the Russian market. Russians like things big, and there is a single serve beer can for Russian women. They love drinking out of 1 liter. If this goes probably in some other markets, we don't know how it will do. Culture really impacts the choice of the can. Classic example is Red Bull. You know, 250 ml Red Bull does extremely well everywhere in the world, except for in United States. They introduced 250 ml Red Bull in United States and it was a disaster. So only for the United States market, they came out with a 355 ml Red Bull can. So the culture of the country has a huge impact on the choice of the package. You could innovate for brand differentiation. These are some very cool examples of glow-in-the-dark inks. You can see Foster's that glows in the dark. Ice, where it's written that can glow in the dark. Burn the Fire has these reflective inks that the fire can glow in the dark. You can even have tactile varnishes where you could feel and touch. For orange juices, you put a tactile can and the can feels like an orange peel. So there are quite a lot of innovations that can be done even for brand differentiation. And these particularly do really well in high-end bars where people want to carry cans and the brand owners want their logo glowing so that, with the black light, UV lights, these also reflect. So it does look pretty nice, and it is something that can be used for brand differentiation. There was even another example over here of thermochromic inks, inks that change color with temperature. There was a can that was introduced in Europe, which when the can was cold, there was a smiley face on the can. And as soon as the beverage became warm, the smiley face changed into a frowning face. So that was just a way to communicate that whether the can is cold or whether it is warm. Innovation